Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of tonight's RWL Rage in Syracuse, New York. Don Hickson, Christy Ogilvie, and Myron Schimmelman here with you the second hour. 4 fantastic matches, and definitely one you're not going to want to miss in the main event, the new RWL World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker, in action against Lex Luger.
Looking at the schedule, yeah, this is going to be a great second half. And I see our new guys from last week are back again in a tag team matchup. Double plus sweet.
Yeah, Wayne Garrett and Bruce the Shove Finn. They'll be facing the Canadian Cartel later on.
But right now, coming up on a non-title match, newcomer Nikki Leroy, who appeared on Snarl last week, in a non-title matchup against Triple Crown Ladies Champion Liberty Belt Danielle Heathcote.
Yeah, the new girl, the French powerlifter. I've been looking forward to having a look at her.
Welcome back, fans. Our second half opening match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, from Marseille, France, Nikki Leroy.
A really good look, Myron. I saw her debut on Snarl, right? And she was giving Sister Golden Hair a pretty tough time. Maybe got a little too, physical with Golden Hair. Wound up losing to her by countout. So kinda didn't really get to appreciate what Nikki Leroy can do against a ladies Triple Crown. Betcha we don't get no countouts tonight.
I bet you're right about that. There's gotta be a winner one way or the other. But my hunch is it's probably not gonna be Nikki Leroy here.
Nikki Leroy, the daughter of Lady T. Leroy, now retired, and fresh out of the Shamrock Slam Academy, and ready to compete in RWL on a regular basis. And what an opportunity for Nikki Leroy in a non-title matchup against ladies Triple Crowner Liberty Belt Danielle Heathcote. Well now, talk about moving on up.
And her opponent, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, she's an RWL Ladies Triple Crown Champion and the reigning Joyce Grable Memorial Champion, All-American, Liberty Bell, Danielle Heathcote.
The ladies Triple Crowner Liberty Belt Danielle making her way down the ringside with Old Glory in observance of Veterans Day. The ladies Triple Crowner Danielle currently facing a situation with timeless Toni Storm, who has got her eyes on that Joyce Grable Memorial Championship, the one that Liberty Belt Danielle cherishes above all others. But right now, she's going to focus on this matchup with Nikki Leroy, an opponent for whom I do not have great expectations.
She's probably not going to win. She'll probably give Danielle a pretty tough time. I mean, she's pretty tough.
Well, if I may say so, this certainly is a terrific start to tonight's second half. Nikki Leroy, who certainly does look like a mean one. Referee Walt Rothburn sounds the bell, and away we go. A hard right from Nikki Leroy goes behind on Danielle. Has her up, inverted scoop slam face first into the canvas, followed up with a stomp to the face. Nikki Leroy drives a knee into the side of the head of Danielle Heathcote, follows that up with an elbow drop across the chest. Nikki Leroy starting out quite aggressively in the opening goings here. Danielle Heathcote taking down center. Oh, this is a display of arrogance right here. Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Nikki Leroy, the daughter of Lady T, who was prone to display some arrogance herself. A splash to Danielle Heathcote, still trapped center ring. A stomp to the arm. And Nikki Leroy really surprising me here in the first minute of this matchup. And again, just trying to humiliate Danielle. There's a stomp to the back. Nikki Leroy, very aggressive. A running close. Well, now Danielle slipped out of that one. Nikki Leroy winds up on the outside, makes her way back inside, gets a hold of Danielle, whips her to the ropes, ducks under, leapfrogs Danielle into a power slam center ring. So far, Danielle not able to mount much of an offense, but here we go, maybe, oh no, a clothesline, followed up with, a series of shots, followed up with a kick right to the side of the head, and Danielle Heathcote finally starting to turn things around here. After almost 2 minutes of round abuse, Nikki Leroy counters with a DDT, dropping Danielle right on the top of her head. Nikki Leroy gathers her up in a front cradle. Oh, now. Nikki Leroy covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, no. Danielle Heathcote powering out. Still early goings here in this matchup. Well, this Nikki Leroy, she certainly is worked up. I don't know why. It's something about her. She's not, Michigan or anything. She's just off somehow. I can't explain it. Danielle Heathcote with a cravat suplex on Nikki Leroy. Finally beginning to mount some offense here. Well, ladies triple counter with a chop across the chest of Nikki Leroy. Nikki Leroy gets her head smashed into the turnbuckle. Danielle yanking on the arm against the rope. Up on the middle rope. Oh, we've seen this before. Reverse Dragon Sleeper hanging her up off the middle rope, just, well, no, practically hanging her. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Another near fall. And this matchup has turned pretty nasty pretty quickly. Danielle with Nikki Leroy down on the mat. Gathers her up, drives a knee into the side of the head. Nikki Leroy rolls back up. Oh, jumping neckbreaker. And both these ladies starting to show signs of fatigue. This has been a pretty intense non-title matchup for Danielle Heathcote. Nikki Leroy joins her outside on the apron. And, well now, slammed into the lip of the apron. Nikki Leroy on the outside with Danielle. The referee about to start counting. Danielle counters with shots to the head of Nikki Leroy. Leroy rolled back inside the ring. Danielle, with a low clothesline to Nikki Leroy. Drop toe hold into a leg lock. Nikki Leroy turns it around with a series of shots. Both ladies back to a standing position. Nikki Leroy rounds up Danielle Heathcote. Fly swatter. Now yanked across the ring by her ankle. This Nikki Leroy, certainly an aggressive sort. Rebound off the ropes. And a crushing splash to Liberty Bell Danielle, who could be in some small measure of trouble here. Whoa, look at this. Quickly turning it around on Nikki Leroy into an ankle lock, but too close to the ropes. Danielle has to disengage. Goes into a heel hook stretch on Nikki Leroy. Liberty Bell Danielle working on the legs of Nikki Leroy, most likely in anticipation of another submission move. Danielle delivers a kick to the leg of Nikki Leroy. Now Nikki Leroy finding herself in a spot. Here's a cover. 1, 2. And yet another near fall. This match, you were not kidding, Myron. Nikki Leroy certainly giving Danielle a difficult time. I told you. Dragon screw from Nikki Leroy. Nikki, look at this. Well, there's the display of power with Danielle Heathcote way in the middle of the air. And let's say she did gravity do the job. And look at this, she's going to do it again. This Nikki Leroy, she is some piece of work. Again, Danielle slammed face first into the canvas by gravity. Danielle quickly back up onto her feet into a sleeper hold. No doubt looking to end this one as soon as possible. Nikki Leroy flailing. Danielle releases it. I think she's out. There's a stomp to the back of Nikki Leroy. Danielle rounds her up. Oh, look at that. Wolf fisherman buster. Nikki Leroy making her way to the ropes. On the outside apron, Danielle countered with a right from Nikki Leroy. The ladies lock it up again. Danielle Heathcote hangs her up the top rope. Down goes Nikki Leroy. Danielle gathers her up one more time. Fisherman suplex with a bridge and a pin. 1, 2, 3. That is going to do it. Liberty Bell Danielle winning this matchup by pinfall. Let's get the time from Aria Mitchell.
Here's the time, 6 minutes, 56 seconds. And your winner, Liberty Bell Danielle Heathcote.
Well, the good news is Danielle picks up the win. The bad news is Nikki Leroy is going to be around for a while, and that's going to be a problem for some people.
Indeed, Nikki Leroy turning out to be one tough cookie, but not enough for Danielle Heathcote. We'll be back with more RWL Rage right after the break. Up next, tag team action as the team of Bruce the Shark Finn and Wildside Warren Garrett try to make it 3 in a row against Vic LaRue and Golden Al Barnett, the Canadian Cartel.
The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Coming down the aisle at a combined weight of 438 pounds from Shoyo, Arkansas, Wildside Warren Garrett, and from Ogunquit, Maine, Bruce the Shark Finn.
Okay, so quick recap. Bruce Finn and Warren Garrett made their first appearance on Southwest Wrestling last week with a shock win over Mad Dog McKay and Cross. Then followed that one up with a second win over the Headbangers. And the Shark and Warren G are back tonight for another tough challenge against Les Cartel Canadiens.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Golden Al Barnett and Vic LaRue, the Canadian Cartel.
Well, if this one don't drum up some interest, I'm Elmo's daddy. The Canadian Cartel, Golden Al Barnett and Vic LaRue, the star pupils of the Riley Flash Wrestling Academy up in Canada, facing the newest RWL rookie tag team in the rankings. And that's going to make for an interesting mix, considering the track record of Bruce the Shark Finn and Wildside Warren G, who are 2 for 2 against the Headbangers and McKay and Cross. I am just so looking forward to this one.
The Headbangers was a good challenge, but this is going to be a little bit better.
Alright, with sides chosen up, it'll be Bruce Finn and Al Barnett initiating contact in this matchup. And let's see what these two youngsters can do. The bell sounds. Here we go. Bruce Finn opens up with a series of shots to Al Barnett, follows up with a German suplex. The Shark drives a knee into the head of Barnett. Bruce Finn laying in with the hard right hands to the head of Golden Al. Bruce Finn really getting off to a great start here, but Golden Al Barnett counters with a couple of forearms, gets himself separated. Bruce Finn catches a kick to the leg. Now it's the Shark on the canvas with Golden Al Barnett starting to open up here. On the opposing side of the ring, in enemy territory, the heel hook stretch locked in by Barnett. Barnett rounds him up. Oh! What a vertical suplex. What an impact. Bruce Finn whips Barnett to the far right corner. Lays in with a series of knees to the midsection of Barnett. Down he goes. Bruce Finn with a little bit of a flourish there. The Shark lays in with both boots to the chest of Golden Al Barnett. Barnett skips out of town, flips him over. Look at this. Very quick on his feet, Golden Al Barnett. He's got Bruce Finn up, but Bruce Finn with a little mumbo-jumbo and a chop block to the knee of Barnett. Barnett whipped to the opposing team's corner. No tag yet. Instead, a little tug of war with Barnett's arm. Bruce Finn off the middle rope, kick right to the side of the head. Here's a cover, a hook of the leg one, but no. Vic LaRue right there to spoil the party. Wild side Warren G comes in. Barnett on the outside. Warren G all the way up on the top turnbuckle. Bruce Finn gathers him up. Gets him back into the ring for Warren. Wild side Warren G fired up. And why not? These two have taken on, the new kids on the block have taken on some of the biggest bullies in the play yard. The Headbangers and the team of Mad Dog Mark McKay and Karrion Kross now trying their luck against the Canadian Cartel. Apparently not doing too badly for themselves. Barnett in enemy territory with wild side Warren G putting both knees into the chest of Barnett, and he is in trouble. He needs to tag out to Vic LaRue immediately. Wild side Warren G right on the scene delivers a dropkick to Barnett, to Vic LaRue as he comes in on the tag. There's a series of wrist clutch kicks from wild side Warren. Warren G whips Vic LaRue to the corner. Interesting that these two, from such diverse places in the world, Shoyo, Arkansas, and Algonquin, Maine, as far apart, as far removed as you could possibly get, but they bonded at the academy, and well, they've got a tag team chemistry, and here it comes again. An air-assisted shoulder as Bruce Finn takes over for his team. Vic LaRue has been in trouble since he tagged in. Bruce Finn kicks right to the side of the head. Here's a cover, a hook on the leg, center ring one. But nope, just a little bit too soon. LaRue in a front cradle here. Bruce Finn slams him under the buckle and tosses him out towards center. Bruce the Shark Finn, very aggressive and very talented. Excellent technical skills from what we've seen of him so far. His second appearance on Rage, and they have their first on Snarl just this Saturday night past. Vic LaRue finally trying to make his way to the corner as wild side Warren G is brought in on the tag, and here comes Golden L. Barnett as well. With both teams exchanged, Barnett with elbows to the midsection of Warren G. Warren gonna go for a ride, a cravat suplex from Barnett. Loving overhand right. Puts Warren G down on the mat. Barnett. Well, just forced Warren G into the corner, and he caught a cheap shot from LaRue too. And there's an alley-oop out of the corner. Barnett quickly countered. Wow. Right off the middle rope, a flying punch takes Barnett down unexpected. Warren G with a hard forearm to Barnett. Golden Al Barnett whipped to the far right corner. There's a hard knee to the midsection. Bruce the Shark Finn brought in on the tag. Golden Al Barnett still in that corner. There's a stomp right to the chest from the Shark. A series of stomps to the face, a rebound off the ropes, and a face wash. Golden Al Barnett looking for the exit out of town. Hopes he'll find it on the outside of the ring, but here comes Warren G. Mock over the top rope. Did you see that? He went, that was amazing. Wild side Warren G. Really impressive with that one. Whoa. Barnett driven into the ring steps. Warren G going after Vic LaRue as well at his tag corner. A series of rights does the job, takes him down, but not quite all the way. Vic LaRue obviously momentarily stunned as Barnett makes his way back inside. Warren G whips him to his team's corner. Going to field this one himself, knees to the midsection. Again to Golden Al Barnett. Wild side Warren G with a pretty unique style all his own, and he owns it. Again, double knees into the chest of Golden Al Barnett, who has spent far too much time on the opposing side of the count. 1, 2, nope. Only a 1, says referee Walt Rothburn. Warren G. rounds him up. Barnett again visiting the opposing team's corner. And again, well, side Warren G absolutely relentless. He is just, pressing the attack. All the way up, all the way down again. Golden Al Barnett's ribs must be sore. Here's a cover. 1, 2. A 2 this time. As near to a near fall as we've come. As Bruce the Shark Fin is brought in on the tag again. Deftly steps over Barnett, follows it up with a stomp to the back. A series of hard lefts to the head of Barnett, followed up with a stomp to the midsection. Oh, look at this. A little bit of Rocky Balboa there. Off the middle rope. Oh, crash and burn center ring. The moonsault not finding its target. Barnett whips the Shark to his team's corner. Welcome to Canada. Headbutt right into the turnbuckle. Golden Al Barnett. And whoa! What a suplex from Golden Al Barnett. The Canadian Cartel presently in control of the situation. Barnett reintroduces his head to the turnbuckle yet again. Barnett makes his way to the middle rope. Oh, reverse dragon sleeper hanging up. Bruce the Shark Fin, down he goes. Barnett covers center ring. 1, 2. Only a 1. Bruce the Shark Fin hanging in there against Golden Al Barnett. Whipped again into the Canadian Cartel corner. Here comes Vic LaRue on the tag. LaRue all the way up. Air-assisted shoulder to Bruce Finn. He just collapses center ring. Vic LaRue whips Bruce to the ropes. Winds him up for a nice neckbreaker. The Canadian Cartel with far more experience, obviously. Whoa! A brainbuster. Warren Garrett resisting Vic LaRue and paying for it. Both members of the team laid out on their side of the ring as Golden Al Barnett is brought in on the deck. Wow. They're in trouble. The Canadian Cartel dominating the scene here. Whoa! An elbow right to the head of Bruce Finn, and he is bleeding. Wound up from behind, German suplex. And he ain't done yet. There's another. He's going to go for the trifecta. And he got it. Golden Al Barnett making mincemeat out of Bruce the Shark Fin on the outside of the ring. And now turning his attention to wildside Warren Garrett. There's a hard right to the head. Barnett gathers him up on the apron. Crash. Oh, my goodness. The new team in some serious fix here. Barnett rolls Bruce Finn back inside, the legal man in the matchup right now. Barnett whips him to the Canadian Cartel corner. Drapes the leg over the middle rope, delivers a painful kick to the calf. The Canadian Cartel really clean and house here. Oh, chicken wing suplex to Bruce Finn as Vic LaRue is brought in on the tag. Bruce Finn makes the tag to Warren G. Vic LaRue walking Warren up over the shoulder. Makes up his mind to hang him up off the top rope. An overhand right to the head of wildside Warren Garrett. Vic LaRue winds up the arm. A stomp to the shoulder. And again, Golden Al Barnett comes in on the tag. Whoa, Warren G with a clubbing blow right to the head. 1. But Vic LaRue breaking up that pin. But what a shot to the head. And wildside Warren Garrett up on the top turnbuckle, decides against the high-risk maneuver, returns to go after Vic LaRue. Catches a forearm. Catches another from LaRue as Golden Al Barnett moves in. A hard right from Warren Garrett up over the shoulder. Inverted fireman's carry and knee to the skull. Well, hello now. Here's a cover. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. 3, and are you kidding me again? This team, amazing.
Here's the time, 11 minutes, 52 seconds. And your winners, the Shark and Warren G.
Well, words failed me, but this rookie team has been absolutely astounding and now stands at 3 for 3. What an amazing win. We'll be right back with more RWL Rage in just a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, joining me at this time, American Supreme Matt Clark, who has volunteered to come forward with details regarding his replacement as World Heavyweight Champion by The Undertaker. Matt, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Don. Let's clear the air right away on the whole stripped of the title thing. I know you didn't say it, Don, but everyone else is, and I'm here with the facts. Now, a couple of months ago, Rod Whitley and I had a meeting with the GMs, kinda on the down low. We wanted to do our part to stick it to the sectarians, so we made a deal with management.
Well, could you be more specific on what sort of a deal?
The GMs wanted Undertaker as world champ, as a hedge against the sectarians. And I was asked now, if I would be willing to just, relinquish the belt. Well, Don, Rod and I kinda looked at one another, and we decided right there, it's time for us to go into semi-retirement. Make room for the new crew coming in, sort of thing. And so, as of last week, Rod and I gave up the TV tag titles, and I agreed to the handover of the World Heavyweight title to The Undertaker. But really, don't cry for us, because we had a big ask in exchange. And brother, we got it.
Well, Matt, that is a startling revelation, but based on what you're telling me, I can presume that you and Rod Whitley will be moving to the front office?
Never. Come on now. You know I tried being a general manager for a month and hated it. No, Rod and I will still compete occasionally. But we got something even better, Don. They put us in charge of our own show. There's gonna be a new monthly show starting next year, and Rod and I are co-producers. We're gonna showcase all the new talent and nothing else. Real basic, down to the bone, basic wrestling with the newest talent. Gonna be a terrific little show. So no, I'm not too fussed about The Undertaker. I'm gonna try and get it back, but let's just say I wouldn't be fussed if I don't.
Well, Matt, thank you for the information and your time. This is certainly going to shake things up on the road to the Memphis Million come December. Ladies and gentlemen, some startling details here from former world champion American Supreme Matt Clark. We'll be right back with more RWL Rage in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of keeping it interesting, up next, a fatal four-way no-rules match with Rob Van Dam, RWL Hall of Famer, the deranged King Ott, Sabu, and no-rules champion, the icon, the legend, Magic.
The following non-title four-way, no-rules match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Coming down the aisle first, from Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, weighing 325 pounds, the Japan 5-star hardcore champion, the monarch of the Kingdom of Rue, the deranged King Ott.
They called him the Abdullah the Butcher of RWL, and they're right. 6-time no-rules champion, the deranged King Ott. Yeah, he's a little loopy, but he's terrific at what he does, and what he does is hardcore wrestling.
Whether his delusions about the Kingdom of Rue are real or put on for the benefit of the audience, it doesn't really matter. Deranged King Ott definitely has followers who with him believe in the Kingdom of Rue.
One of the original Dirty 30 roster, the first RWL roster. King Ott was there with Mr. Hercules, Steve Groves.
Also from Bombay, Michigan, weighing 240 pounds, the death-defying Sabu.
There's gonna be one interesting dynamic in this four-way race, and it's all about Sabu and tag partner RVD. Are they gonna avoid one another, focusing on King Ott and Magic? Or will they swing on each other like they just met for the first time tonight? I know there's no loyalties in this kind of match, but they're such solid partners. I'd like to think they'd rather work on the other guys, and maybe help one another when they could.
Not likely. They're gonna swing on each other.
Also from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing 228 pounds, Rob Van Dam.
A favorite among fans of the ECW Pioneers, RVD of Battle Creek, Michigan, making his way down for this four-way matchup. And I'll tell you what, I don't think he's going to regard Sabu as his tag team partner this evening. He's going to go at him as if they were mortal enemies.
Because that's what you do in a no-rules match. Rob Van Dam, he's an old-handed dude. So is Sabu. It's a great lineup. King Ott and then Magic. Man, if the title was on the line too, that would be like, but that's a supercard kind of thing.
As the old Cheers theme song goes, and sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they certainly know Rob Van Dam's name here.
And from Newark, New Jersey, weighing 320 pounds, the RWL No Rules champion, the icon, the legend, Magic.
The icon, the legend, the No Rules champion, Magic. Trained by the legendary Iron Mike Sharp. And you've got to love Magic's ring gear. His entrance gear is certainly impressive. It screams, it reminds me of Huggy Bear from Starsky and Hutch.
The big man's enjoying an awesome, now year-long run with the No Rules belt since yeeting it from Jake Roberts. And the line of people who's tried to take it from him. Long list of fails. Thing is though, in this four-way setting, his odds of winning go down by a nice dip. Can't guess who's winning, but we're gonna have a blast finding out. Cool matchup, Mr. Myron.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Indeed, the icon, the legend, Magic, certainly facing a difficult task of coming up a winner in this four-way no-rules environment. Well, sir, even without the no-rules title on the line, this one's liable to become a four-alarm riot. Given these participants, just about anything could happen. The icon, the legend, Magic, the no-rules champion, ready for this one. As the bell sounds and away we go. Partners already selected. The deranged King Ott going right for Rob Van Dam. Sabu goes after Magic. There's a DDT to the icon. Deranged King Ott with a mandible claw on Rob Van Dam. And he gets dropped with a neckbreaker by Sabu. Sabu right back at Magic again. A kick to the midsection and a rebound off the ropes and a whoa, nice Hurricane Rana. Low to the ground. Deranged King Ott shoves Sabu back, shoves him further into the corner. His Majesty gets a hold of him. He's got him by the throat. Meanwhile, Rob Van Dam, throwing with the idea of the table. King Ott takes Magic down to the canvas. Sabu shoved back again and taken down with a clothesline. A chop block from Rob Van Dam takes his Majesty down. And here's a cover. But Sabu says no you don't to his tag team partner. And it's every man for himself. All loyalties lost in this sort of four-way matchup. Magic goes behind on Rob Van Dam. King Ott on the outside. Whoa! What a slam to RVD from Magic. Sabu makes a beeline for King Ott. His Majesty shoves him into the ring steps. Magic with a stomp to the arm of RVD. As he takes himself to the outside. No doubt to look for the tools. Oh, Rob Van Dam puts the brakes on him. Over the top rope before he can get over the apron. But Magic gets a hold of him and slams his head into the rope of the apron. Meanwhile, deranged King Ott pitched towards the barricades by Sabu. As Sabu heads for the heaviest concentration of combat. And a double team from Magic and Sabu on Rob Van Dam, his tag team partner, double teaming with the No Rules champion. And right there, the loyalty's gone. Magic takes down Sabu. King Hot with a kendo stick swinging at everybody. Head first into the ring post goes deranged King Hot as if he needed that. Rob Van Dam catches a shot from the King. A set of kicks from RVD. Takes King Hot down. Magic shoved towards the ring steps. RVD drives Sabu head first into the ring post. Magic indicating to the fans he's okay. Whoa, what a DDT from Sabu. Deranged King Hot rolls. Magic back inside the ring. A back rake from King Hot to Sabu. Sabu taken down with the mandible claw. Magic standing center ring waiting for something to happen as RVD goes under the ring for something extra. And he comes up with a ladder. Whoa! Sabu taken down with a ladder by Rob Van Dam. Deranged King Hot quietly making his way back inside the ring. Sabu finds him. Hard shot to the back. From King Hot to Sabu, whipped into the corner. Magic going to work on Rob Van Dam, misses with the elbow. King Hot, would you believe it? Look at this. What a move from His Majesty of the Kingdom of Rouge. Magic with a bear hug on RVD. RVD escapes the bear hug. Meanwhile, King Hot working on Sabu center ring. And he's in control of Sabu, that's for sure. The Manic Monarch, deranged King Hot, beating the boots against the chest of Sabu. Goes for the pin on Rob Van Dam. 1, 2. Magic breaking it up before the count of 3. Goes after King Hot. Full Nelson slam as Magic covers the King. 1. King Hot powering out. Amazing resilience on deranged King Hot. Rob Van Dam whipped to the corner by the King. He goes after Magic instead, leaving Rob Van Dam as a double team to Magic from Sabu and King Hot. RVD goes behind on his partner. German suplex. King Hot with a Luthez press on Rob Van Dam. This one's frantic. What a clothesline from Sabu to King Hot. Another forearm from Rob Van Dam. A clothesline from Magic to Sabu. This one's absolute chaos. Magic has Sabu up. Rob Van Dam with a kick to the King. Sabu slammed to the mat. Rob Van Dam with a series of kicks to Magic. Magic charges, connects with nothing. Sabu on the outside. A drop kick from RVD takes Magic down. Sabu laid out on the outside. King Hot comes out of the corner. Shoulder tackle. Takes Rob Van Dam down to the mat. A cover from King Hot, but quickly spoiled by Magic. Sabu back on his feet and slow to get back inside the ring. And why not? He's going after something extra. He's got himself a sledgehammer. Well, now things could get pretty nasty right about now. Rob Van Dam cracked with a sledgehammer by Sabu. Rob Van Dam disarms him. Magic on the apron. King Hot takes him down. Sabu laid out by Rob Van Dam. Magic laid out by King Hot. King Hot makes his way to the outside. Rob Van Dam rolling Sabu back inside the ring. Gets a hold of deranged King Hot. And a drop kick to the side of the head. Magic sneaks up on Rob Van Dam. Has him up over the shoulders in the Fireman's carry. Drops him head first into the whip of the apron. King Hot back on his feet. Magic gets a hold of him. Gets him back inside the ring. A drop kick to Magic from Rob Van Dam. Sabu back to a standing position. And whoa! Tornado DDT to Rob Van Dam. King Hot up over the shoulder of Magic. Hung up on the top rope. A sledgehammer blow for 2. Here's a cover for Magic. 1. Only a 1. Sabu rebounds off the ropes. Gets a hold of Magic by the ankles. Well, we go. Here's the whirligig. Magic goes for the ride. King Hot gets a hold of Sabu. Rob Van Dam slowly making his way to a standing position. Head first into the turnbuckle with Sabu. Scoop slam from deranged King Hot. The King leaving room for Magic to hit this one. Whoa! A fireball to Sabu. To Rob Van Dam. That, whoa, may have missed the mark. Rob Van Dam covers, hits the leg. 1. I don't believe deranged King Ott firing off a fireball at Rob Van Dam. You have got to be kidding. Magic catches a snapmare and a dropkick from Rob Van Dam. Sabu with a fireball of his own takes down King Ott. He may have got, yeah, he got him. Look at this, King Ott momentarily blinded. A cover. 1, 2. Sabu kicks out. King Ott goes after Magic, goes after Rob Van Dam, goes after anything with a pulse. King Ott is busted open bad. Magic tags Rob Van Dam with a shot. Deranged King Ott with a hold of Sabu. Oof, what a short clothesline. Rob Van Dam winds up the arm, delivers a kick to Magic. Now Magic laid out. Magic being dragged center ring by Rob Van Dam. Sabu laid out on the outside. King Ott goes behind on Rob Van Dam. Head first into the turnbuckle goes RVD. King Ott countered by Rob Van Dam. A chair shot to Sabu from Magic. And this one definitely just got crazy. Sabu disarms Magic. King Ott in the far right corner. Rob Van Dam and Sabu making a beeline for each other, and whoa, both men miss with their move. Magic goes to work on King Ott on the inside. Rob Van Dam taken down by Sabu on the outside. King Ott in the tree of woe with a boot to the throat from Magic. Magic goes for the cover. Sabu breaks up the pin. A knee to the head from Rob Van Dam. King Ott with a hold of Magic. He's got him by the throat, and look at this, whoa! A choke slam, double knees to the back. How do you do it, King Ott? A kick, Rob Van Dam tossing a trash can in there. King Ott gets a hold of RVD, has him up over the shoulders. Magic catches the loop base press from deranged King Ott as Sabu rolls in and RVD rolls out. King Ott whipped to the far left corner by Sabu. There's a, oh, look at this. Sabu going 7 counts of crazy over here on deranged King Ott. Magic makes his way back inside the ring. Rob Van Dam delaying things here. And he could miss out by delay. Sabu whipped into the corner by Magic. Magic has him up over the shoulder. Takes a little walk with him. Rob Van Dam tagging King Ott. There's a DDT to King Ott. Magic covers, but again, Rob Van Dam breaking it up, but Walt Rothburn. Collateral damage to the referee. A monkey toss to Magic from Rob Van Dam. Sabu hung up on the rope. King Ott, oh, just got brained with a trash can by RVD. Magic on the outside. King Ott rolls to the outside. He's been through hell. RVD going to work on Sabu. Has him up for the powerbomb. Sabu says, oh no you don't. And whoa! Tornado neckbreaker from Sabu. The referee finally back to his senses. A powerbomb to King Ott from Magic. A cover. 1, 2. Magic. Gotta be upset. Sabu broke that one up. It could have been the end. Sabu with the chair. An elbow to RVD from Magic. Magic with the trash can, but too late. Sabu with the chair. Takes him down. Sabu covers Magic, but no dice, not even a 1. King Ott gets a hold of Sabu. Takes him down. Magic charges, takes down Rob Van Dam. A clothesline from King Ott to Magic. Rob Van Dam whipped to the far right corner. Magic on the apron. Sabu on the outside. King Ott rounds up a chair. Pitches it to, oh wow, halfway across the ring to Rob Van Dam head first. Sabu with the sledgehammer takes down Magic. Takes a swing at deranged King Ott. A clothesline from Sabu. Takes down Magic. Magic catching a beating here from Sabu. Rob Van Dam whipped to the ropes by Sabu, and what a drop kick right there. Landed on his feet like a cat. RVD takes a shot from the sledgehammer. King Ott comes to his senses on the outside. Sabu covers RVD. 1, 2. Another near fall. Well, now, this is insane. Magic with a hold on King Ott. One arm slams him off the top rope. Beautiful move by Sabu to Rob Van Dam. Magic with King Ott all the way up. Military press. And drop to the canvas. Sabu tags Magic with a series of shots. Rob Van Dam on the outside. King Ott rolls to the outside. Sabu with shots to the throat. Spike thumbs to the throat of Magic. A monkey toss from Rob Van Dam. King Ott's on the outside. Magic's laid out on the inside. Rob Van Dam's got the trash can and pitches it at Magic. Unable to defend himself. Rob Van Dam. Over the top rope to Magic. Wow. King Ott going to work on Sabu on the opposite side. Sabu winds him up and whoa. Slams his head into the floor. Rob Van Dam heading towards the concentration of battle. Magic back on his feet. Rob Van Dam back inside the ring. Sabu goes after Magic on the outside. Who's got that sledgehammer? And tags Magic with one. King Ott on the outside. Rob Van Dam standing center ring. Nobody around him. Sabu there to greet Rob Van Dam. And slammed head first into the Sabu. Another one that's catching a beating here. King Ott with a Luthez press on Magic. A series of shots from Sabu to Rob Van Dam and slams him into the floor. King Ott tosses Sabu aside. Magic takes a little walk with King Ott into a backbreaker. Wow. Rob Van Dam takes down Sabu. Magic taken down by RVD. Whoa, a drop kick to the back of the head. Sabu rolled back inside the ring. King Ott catches it from RVD. A DDT to the floor. Magic back inside the ring, gets a hold of Sabu. Rounds him up, slams him down to the canvas. Magic covers. 1, 2, 3, and well, this one is finally over, and the No Rules champion picks up the win on Sabu.
Here's the time, 14 minutes, 25 seconds, and your winner, Magic.
The icon, the legend Magic, beating the odds and the living crap out of 3 other opponents to come up the winner in this 4-way No Rules matchup. Is there nothing that can stop the icon, the legend Magic?
There isn't much, and it probably involves a tank.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, when we return, our main event this evening, Lex Luger versus The Undertaker, when we return. In tonight's Rage main event, the total package, Lex Luger in a non-title match with the new and reigning RWL World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker.
Boy, I can't believe Matt and Rob are thinking of semi-retirement. They've only been in the business, 15 years? That's too soon.
Tonight's Rage main event is a non-title match, scheduled for 1 fall with a 15-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 275 pounds, the total package, Lex Luger.
The total package representing the Heenan family as usual, this time without tag team partner Mr. Perfect. And going up one-on-one against the new World Heavyweight Champion, it is now official, like it or lump it, The Undertaker is now the new RWL World Heavyweight Champion. And Matt Clark and Rod Whitley are going into semi-retirement. Absolutely unbelievable.
Don Honey, when I heard Matt Clark talking about this in your interview earlier, well, damn, I was shocked and stunned. But that Matt and Rod Whitley will be co-producers on a new show, highlighting the new talents, the hot rookies. Myron, between those vacated TV tag belts and this new show starting in January, sounds like you're gonna be busy, Bubby.
And I like it that way. I always like starting off the new year fresh with a lot of new activity. And with a lot of these new guys like Bruce Finn and Warren G, if we're going to see more of that, hey, that'll be a great show. And with Matt and Rod co-producing it, I think it's going to be just great. I'm going to love working with them. They're fantastic.
Mr. Luger showing off his peak physical form prior to this matchup with The Undertaker. And he's going to need all the brawn he's got.
You know, from the right camera angle, it looks like he's passing gas.
Whatever are we to do with you, Mr. Gentleman?
You're incorrigible, Myron. So I guess it's new era, with the dead man as king of the mountain round here now.
His opponent from Death Valley weighing 320 pounds, the RWL World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker.
There is an undeniable certain something about the presence of this man, especially as he makes his way down towards the ring. The legendary dead man, The Undertaker, now for Wheeler for Wool, the new RWL World Heavyweight Champion. And as Matt Clark explained it, his presence as World Heavyweight Champion is a hedge against the sectarians, whom The Undertaker and his brother Kane both absolutely revile.
And why not? These guys were the original, kings of darkness. They're not doing all this crazy cultist and smoke and mirrors nonsense that's going on with the sectarians. It's insane. The Undertaker and Kane, hey, at least we understand this.
He certainly fits the mold with his amazing track record and his commanding presence, as you see right here. As The Undertaker prepares to take on the total package Lex Luger in this non-title main event. Talk about excitement. What a way to cap off this week's edition of RWL Rage. The Undertaker, with that absolutely beautiful World Heavyweight Championship. A money's worth main event to be sure. The total package and the dead man in this non-title main event. Talk about wow. Walt Rothburn sounds the bell. They come center ring. Undertaker taking up inverted atomic drop from Lex Luger. A clothesline puts the dead man on the outside. Luger up on the middle rope showing off. Undertaker gonna make him pay for that one. A hard shot to the kidneys. The Undertaker with a set of lefts and rights rounds him up into a sidewalk slam. Lex Luger on the canvas early in this matchup. Undertaker with a set of shots and a throat chop, dropping Luger to the canvas again. Yanked by the ankle, dragged across town. And The Undertaker looking very dominant in the early goings here. Lex Luger in the corner. Hard shot to the back of the head. Luger counters, gets The Undertaker into the corner instead. And gouging the eyes of The Undertaker. Lex Luger suddenly with the upper hand here on The Undertaker. A hard right hand drops the dead man like a stone. And Luger beating the head of The Undertaker against the canvas. Center ring, a stomp to the face from the total package. Now grinding the face of The Undertaker into the canvas. Follows it up with an elbow to the back of the head. The Undertaker rolling outside, looking for higher ground. Not going to find it here as Lex Luger takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Undertaker on the outside, and here we go. Oh, double axe handle right across the head of the dead man. Again, Luger resumes beating the head of The Undertaker on the floor on the outside. Undertaker quickly back up on his feet. Whoa, a flying clothesline from The Undertaker. The World Heavyweight Champion drives a knee into the back of Lex Luger. Luger rounded up again. Rolled back inside the ring. A charge, another flying clothesline. The Undertaker in control of Lex Luger at the present time. Head first into the turnbuckle. A hard right. The Undertaker rounds Luger up into the tree of woe. Luger quickly counters, finds an escape for the tree, and whoa, a shoulder tackle puts The Undertaker down on the mat again. As Lex Luger proceeds to put the boots to the hands and fingers of the dead man. I hope those gloves are sufficiently thick. Luger rounds up The Undertaker, whips him out over onto the apron. Drags him back inside, draped over the top rope. Oh! Hard shot to the back of the head, Lex Luger. Going for a pin. 1. But just a 1. Lex Luger reaches for the Undertaker, who slides out of the way. Luger goes out after him to the outside. Undertaker winds up the arm on him. And look at this. Oh! That is just nasty. What a snap of the arm of Lex Luger. Undertaker with a double axe handle across the back. And I'll tell you what, the Undertaker's never looked better since he has reverted to what would basically be classic Undertaker. Luger hung up on the top rope, a leg drop across the throat, as Undertaker takes himself up to the middle rope. Oh, look at this, he didn't even wait. Just a cross body across the back as Luger was trying to stand. Luger gathered up again by the Undertaker, whipped to the ropes. Undertaker ducks under, and a running boot to the face of Lex Luger. Luger quickly back up, counters with a clothesline, follows it with a stomp to the face of the Undertaker, and again grinding the face of the Undertaker into the canvas, an elbow across the back, and Lex Luger trying to regain control of this matchup. Luger gathers up the Undertaker for a vertical suplex. The Undertaker on the mat. Lex Luger taking himself topside as Undertaker makes his way to a standing position. Lex Luger goes for it. Oh! A flying clothesline to the Undertaker as Lex Luger seems to regain the momentum in his direction. Torture rack. Luger angling for a submission here, but the Undertaker would rather not. A set of shots to the head of Lex Luger disengages him from the Undertaker. Luger whipped to the ropes. Undertaker makes the duck under. Here he comes, and up and over into a back body drop. With a kick to the side of the head as the Undertaker goes for a cover. 1. But just a 1. Lex Luger catches a stomp from the Undertaker. The World Heavyweight Champion gouging the face of the total package. He goes behind onto Lex Luger. Drags him halfway across the ring, head first into the far left turnbuckle. A hard right from the Undertaker. Luger seated on the top turnbuckle, but counters and gets himself out of danger again. Undertaker whipped to the ropes. Lex Luger quickly countered with a kick to the leg by the Undertaker. Oh, here we go. He's got him by the throat, and here it is, the chokeslam. And this could be it right here. 1, 2. I don't believe it. Lex Luger raising that left shoulder at the 11th hour. Undertaker beginning to lose patience here as he strangles Lex Luger in the corner. Follows it up with a stomp to the back. Undertaker takes himself all the way up to the top turnbuckle again, and oh, misses with the leg drop. Lex Luger gonna make him pay. There's a clothesline to the back of the head. Undertaker failing with the high-risk maneuver. Luger whips him into Walt Rothburn, follows it up with a set of rights from a front cradle into a scoop slam. And Lex Luger starting to assert himself here. The Undertaker laid out on the canvas, slow to get back to a standing position. Double axe handle puts the Undertaker into the corner. He's seated up on the top turnbuckle again. Luger tags him with a right. And he's getting ready to do some serious damage. Top rope superplex coming up here, ladies and gentlemen. The Undertaker rounded up, and here it goes. Whoa! Whoa! Holy old hell! What the hell just happened? Oh! They just destroyed the ring. My God!
This match is declared a no contest. Final decision? No winner.
That is definitely a first.
My heart, yo, I've never seen that happen before.
Can you say do-over?
Well, talk about an O. Henry ending. There's one we've never seen before. That takes care of this week's edition of RWL Rage. We thank you, as always, for joining us and supporting RWL Wrestling. Coming up next on Saturday night, November the 15th, it'll be RWL Snarl with Hangman Tex Lynch, Wally Cardell, and Johnny Bianco. For Myron Schimmelman, Christy Ogilvie, and myself, Don Hickson, thank you so much for being with us again. We'll see you next time at ringside. Good night, everybody.